Hello students, welcome back to Math Warm-Up Week 6, Day 1, page 18. We're going to be starting on problem number 1. It says, Mrs. Wittenberg's 4th grade students went on a field trip. The school bus traveled 76 miles to the museum, 15 miles to the park for a lunch break, and then 33 miles to the zoo. After the students finished at the zoo, they rode 89 miles to return to the campus. About how many miles did the bus travel in all? Okay, so we have here a keyword that is in all, which means we need to see how much they took going to the zoo and then coming back to the campus. But we also have another keyword, which is about, and that tells us that we need to round. Okay, so if I can see, I have 76, 15, 33 going to the zoo, but then it took them 89 miles to return. Okay, as we can see, all the numbers are 2-digit numbers, so I'm going to use the tens place to round. So I'm going to start with 76. Remember, our superhero is the digit that is in the place that we need to round to. In this case, it's going to be the tens place. Okay, so all of our superheroes are going to be on that place. The next number, or the next digit, is our villain. Okay, and remember, if the villain is 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, the superhero goes down, or I'm sorry, the superhero stays the same, right? And if the villain is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, that means the superhero goes 1 up, which is the same as +1. Okay, so here we have 6. The 6 is right here. Okay, so the superhero, we add 1. So 7 plus 1, that's 8. Let's do this arrow here. And then 6, or the villain, goes away. And then we have 15. Okay, the villain is 5. That means also we add 1, so 1 plus 1 is 2, and the villain goes away. Then we have 33. The 3 is a villain, and this one is over here, so that means it stays the same. So the superhero, which is also a 3, stays the same, and the villain goes away. And then here we have an 8, and the villain is the 9. The 9 is over here, and it also adds 1, so 8 plus 1 is 9, and the 9 villain goes away. All right, and this is how we round all the numbers. But then we need to add all of them to see how much they drove. So I'm gonna do this 2 at a time. 80 plus 20, well, that's easy, that's 100. Okay, and then we have 30 plus 90, and that is 120. And then I just need to add those two. So 0 and 0 is 0, 0 and 2 is 2, 1 and 1 is 2, and the answer is 220. So they drove about 220 miles. All right, and there you go. Problem number 2. Bonnie has a vegetable garden. She measured a tomato plant and a bee plant. The tomato plant measured 78 hundredths meters in height, and the bean plant measured 34 hundredths meters in height. How much taller is the tomato plant than the bean plant? So if you read the question, we have a keyword we can say, which is how much than. Okay, and when we have to figure out the difference of those two plants, and difference is subtraction. There you go. So what we're gonna do here is write the meters. Okay, that's 78 hundredths, okay, minus 34 hundredths. Okay, it's very important, remember, to align all the numbers in the same place value. Okay, so here we have hundreds, and then we have tens, and then we have ones place. Okay, now we just do a regular subtraction. So I have 8, I'm going to take away 4, or 8 minus 4 is 4. 7 minus 3 is also 4. We're going to keep the same period at that point, okay? And then 0 minus 0 is 0. And then we have our answer is 44 hundredths. I'm going to write it here, 44 hundredths. And there we go. We have your answer. Problem number 3. Use the information below to find the length of each side of the square. We're going to have to find how much is each side, the length. And here we have a square, okay? And then they give us the perimeter. So this one is similar to the one that we did last week, but the one that we did last week, they gave us the side, and we had to find the perimeter. This one is working backwards. We have the perimeter, and we have to find the side. But we have one thing that we already know. It's a square. That means that all of the sides are equal, okay? So if we find one, then we have all of them. And then we have an addition number sentence and a multiplication number sentence. These two are the same. They're both ways are a good way to find the perimeter. And we have side plus side plus side, because there's 4, right, in a square, and that equals the perimeter. Or because it's a square and they're all the same, 4 times the side equals the perimeter. So what I'm going to do right now is fill in the blank first. So I know the perimeter is 36, and here is 36. So I need to find one number that if I add it 4 times is equal to 36, or the same if I multiply by 4 equal 36. Okay, so I'm going to do fact family to see if I can find one equation that can help me with this. So I'm going to start with 4 times a number, we don't know which one it is, equals 36. And then the number times 4 equals 36. And then I'm going to do the division. 36 divided by a number equals 4, or 36 divided by 4 equals a number. Okay, so which one looks easy to do? Okay, for me would be this one. All right, so I'm gonna erase this. So I'm gonna do it right here on this side. Okay, so 36, I can do long divisions, I can do however I want to do it. I still can use one of these if you want to multiply, and that's fine. Okay, but I'm gonna do it with long division, and let's see how that goes. So 4, and here we have, so I take 3, right? So one number, can I multiply any number to 4 that equals or close to 3? No, because it goes over, right? So I have to take 36. So any number multiplied by 4 that can give me 36, or a number close to 36. Let's start with 5. We usually start in the middle, okay? So 5 times 4 is 20. So that's still not close. Let's do 36. 6 plus 4 is 24. That's still not close. Let me jump to 8. 8 plus times 4 is 32. So I'm very close. I can use 8. Let me try one more. 9. So 9 times 4 equals 36. And there we have 9 is the one that we need to use. So 9 times 4, 36. And then I subtract those two, and it's 0. So my number is 9. Okay? So this one should be 9, 9, 9, 9. And then 4 times 9 equals 36. Okay? And if we want to check our work, then we just need to add 9 4 times. We already multiply 4 times 9. So I'm going to do 9 plus 9. That's 18. 9 plus 9. Sorry. That's also 18. Okay. And 18 plus 18 equals, sorry about 8 plus 8 is 16. Okay. 1 plus 1 is 2, and 1 is 3. So we have the right answer, 36. Problem number 4. The table below shows the length of 4 very long bridges. And we have here names, right? And then here we have the length of each bridge, and it's in meters, okay? We usually have to understand first the table, and we usually do greater to least or least to greatest. In this case, it's already ordered from greatest to least, okay? See how it starts in 164,800, and it goes all the way down to 54,000, okay? So we don't have to do anything with this table, just understanding. Then it says, how much longer is the Tajín Bridge than the Wangan-Way Bridge? Okay, hopefully I pronounced that right. So how much longer is one bridge with another one? So what they're basically saying is, what's the difference between those two? And we already talked about that difference is subtraction. So we need this number with the Tajín and the Wangan right here. We don't need this or this. Those are extra information that in this problem we're not gonna use. Okay, so I'm gonna write down first this one. So 113,700 minus 79,732. Okay, remember to align all the numbers in their correct place value. If you don't align them even by one digit, it's gonna give you a wrong answer. Okay, they have to be aligned. So here we're gonna take 0 minus 2. We can do that. Okay, so 0 borrows from their neighbor, and the neighbor is also 0, so he borrows from the next number. So 7, which is 700, turns into 600 or 6. And the 0, because he just got 1 from the 7, so it turns into a 10. But remember, this is 10 tens, so basically it's 100. And then this one turns into 9, which is 90, and then this one turns into 10. So 10 minus 2 is 8, 9 minus 3 is 6, 6 minus 7, you can't do that, so we borrow again, so that becomes 2. And this one becomes 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. We keep the place for the comma. And then 2 minus 9, we can't do that. So this one borrows from this, and this one turns into 0, and this one into 12. 12 minus 9 is 3. 0 minus 7, you can't do that. So this one turns into 0, and this one turns into 10. 10 minus 7 is also 3. And then 0 minus nothing is 0, so we don't write it down, and that's our answer. So our answer is 33,968 meters. And there we have it. Problem number 5. The world's largest container of lotion will hold 1,124 and 45 hundredths liters of lotion. So I'm gonna highlight the number, okay, and then it says write the amount using expanded notation. Okay, so here we have expanded notation. If you remember from class, we know how to do expanded form and expanded notation. Expanded form is basically the addition of the value of each number, okay, or each digit in the number, okay, and expanded notation is the addition of a digit times the place value, okay, and we're gonna see how that looks. The first thing we're gonna do is make the job easy for us, and we're gonna write that number, which is in word form, and we're gonna write it in standard form. So it's gonna be 1,124 and 49 hundredths. Okay, and that's our number. So now we're gonna write here the number. I'm gonna do it first in expanded form, and then I'm gonna do an expanded notation so you can see the difference. And I'm gonna do a standard expanded form first. Okay, so expanded form is the addition of the value of each digit. So this one right here, what is the value? It's in the thousands place. So what is the value of that digit? It's 1000. This one is in the hundreds place. So what is the value of that one? It's 100. And we keep going with that one. Okay, so 2 will be 20. 4 will be 4 because it's in the ones place. This 4 is 4/10ths. And then this 9 is 9/100ths. So I'm going to write that here. Again, it's the addition of each value, okay? So it's going to be 1000 plus 100 plus 20 plus 4 plus 0.4, which is 4/10ths, okay? Plus 0.9. Is that 900ths? No, right? That will be 9/10ths. So to make it 900ths, I need to add a 0 in the tenths place and then add the 9. So that will be 900ths, okay? And that's how you do it with standard form. Now, let's do, that's how you do it with expanded form. Now let's do it with expanded notation, okay? I'm going to write here expanded notation, okay, and I'm gonna write here so we have everything labeled. Expanded form, okay, so here we have the expanded notation. I'm gonna do it right there. And again, the expanded notation is the addition of the digit times the value of the place, okay, the place value. So in this case, we're gonna use parentheses because we're gonna have an addition of several multiplications, okay? So we use parentheses to organize our expression. So it's gonna be 1 times, and we already said that this one is in the thousands place. And what is the value of 1000 place? 1000, right? So we go back here. So it will be 1 times 1000, okay, plus we go to the next one, and that will be 1 times that one. That value is 100, okay, and then plus, and then we have the 2 in the tens place. So 2 times, and how much is the tens place? 10, and then plus, and now we have 4 in the ones place. So that will be 4 times 1, then close parentheses, plus, and now we have the 4/10ths, okay? So that will be 4 times, how much is the 4/10ths? That place value is 0.1, okay? And then plus, and then we have the 9/10ths, so that will be 9 times 0.01, okay? I'm sorry, the hundreds place, okay?